Welcome to Chads by Christ, the show about Catholic lads living Catholic lives. I'm Charlie.
I'm Deshaun.
Desh, how you doing?
Yeah, pretty good. Business as usual. Yeah, work, gym, badminton, protein shake, youth group. That's about my life.
Nice.
How's things on your end?
Work. Take my car to the mechanic. Youth group. That's it.
Fair enough. Wow, it took you all week to take your car to the mechanic? Wow.
Well, I took it like tonight.
Nah, fair.
Yeah. Hopefully tomorrow I can go grab it.
Do you
But
have
yeah,
a
that kind
class
of
for tomorrow?
have a dad. I guess that counts.
Oh yeah, you work at the same office. Fair enough.
No, not anymore. We don't.
Oh,
But
wait,
he's
not
still
anymore.
Yeah, he's still
Can
gonna drop
drive
me
you
off.
to. Wow.
It's kind of him. But yeah, no, same old, same old. Well, kind of.
Yep.
So yeah, what are we gonna talk about today? What pods are we casting?
We're going to talk about stuff.
Stuff?
Stuff.
How about things?
No, just stuff.
Just stuff. Okay, just stuff, not things.
Oh, actually, technically, it is things. You ruined my joke, man. You ruined my joke.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were gonna make it.
Okay. But yeah, basically, I've been thinking about stuff the last few weeks. Like I was literally like sitting in my room, just like sort of looking around. I'm like, I have a lot of stuff, like for one person. Like it is contained obviously in one room. Like I guess if you're single and you live by yourself, you have an entire house to put your stuff in.
Hmm.
But yeah, I was just thinking like I have a lot of stuff, like gaming equipment, like like my computer and like monitors and stuff. Even like monitors, like when I tell people I have 3 monitors, they're just like, "What? What do you do with 3 monitors?" To be fair, two is like standard. Like I think everyone has, not everyone, but like most gamers have 2 at least. And then
Yeah.
I got one from work, so I feel like that doesn't really count.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I have 3 monitors at work, plus the laptop screen.
Wow.
But like it makes sense at work because you have like multiple things going at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Like
that's primarily what I use 3 for. Like, I don't really use 3 when I'm, doing my own thing. It's like when I'm doing work, I've got like, a code up on one screen, Chrome tabs, and etc. Like, it makes sense for work.
yeah, like work I'll have email open on one screen and then like a quote on the other screen and then an Excel spreadsheet on the third.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, personally I'll only ever use like one monitor, maybe 2 tops. Like I'll have I'll have like Discord on a screen and then a game on the other.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, mostly same. But yeah, like, I have a lot of stuff. Like, it might be because I'm like, I feel like I like technology. That's just like me. Like, yeah, there's more. Like, I've got a 3D printer and like the stuff that goes along with that. And yeah, like I was thinking, like, at what point does it become greed? Because, like, I think in this modern day and age, it's actually quite easy to fall into the sin of greed. Like, it's not hard, honestly speaking. Especially like with the internet at our grasp, like you can order something today and have it delivered tomorrow via Amazon. Like that definitely has only fueled that opportunity more to be greedy.
Yeah. Yeah, and there is like people want to make money, and so people will tell you you need to get the things and the stuff and the items and the doodads
Yeah,
to be like happy or cool or whatever, attractive.
Mm.
Even coconut water. You gotta buy the coconut water if you want to be happy and attractive, like the lady in the commercial.
So if I don't buy coconut water, I can't be happy and attractive. Dang.
According to Coconut Water Inc. I don't know. Coca Bella. I don't know what the brand is.
Yeah, Coca-Cola. Yeah.
So I'm just like I'm blowing off the dust off of the I don't actually have a catechism book. I'm using it on my phone.
Yeah.
But I'm pulling up the definition of avarice, because
Mm-hmm.
that's what greed is, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Where's just such greed? I don't know this book off by heart. Avarice. 1866. That just says avarice is one of the capital sins. Where is the section about actually like, not being greedy? It's probably on the commandments or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's Google greed. We'll start with that. Because you want to know, like, okay, like at what point does having things become greed? Right?
Yes. Okay, so Gemini gave me like a good sort of rundown. Oh, actually, quite a good rundown about greed.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, it talks. Firstly, because I asked it according to the Catechism. So it says that according to the Catechism of the Catholic Church, greed, also known as avarice, as you said, is an excessive desire for material wealth, power, and possessions. It's described as a disordered love of earthly things, leading to a neglect of spiritual goods and a disregard for the needs of others. So it condemns the desire to amass wealth without limit and the pursuit of riches at the expense of justice and charity. Okay.
That's a pretty good.
Yeah.
Sounds like a
Yeah.
good thing. Yeah.
Disordered love seems sort of hammer on the head, so to speak, because that's what greed is. It's directing your love towards objects rather than God and your neighbor.
Yes.
Yeah. So, like, I guess just going by that, like, I'm probably not greedy per se. Like, I guess me having like the things in my room, like, or whatever, like, isn't taking away from like other people first of all, because that's also a part of greed, like taking more than you need, so like other people don't have enough.
Mm-hmm.
Neglect leading to a neglect of spiritual like health and spiritual goods. I don't know, like I don't think I abuse stuff like technology or whatever. Like maybe when I was like younger and like I would like be like, excessively playing video games, for example.
I say like
Like
me. Yeah.
no, you don't play
Like me right
excessively
now.
though. I would get down like I would like during the uni I would like sit down for a session at 6 and then I could easily go until like 2 a.m. I'm like ah
Yeah, I'm doing
2 a.m.
that these days. I've backslid quite badly.
When when do you have the time to do this?
I've had a couple of Friday nights.
I mean Friday nights is fine. I'm talking like on a Monday. I've done this on a Monday
Ah, okay, yeah, I'm not that.
during
Yeah,
uni.
okay, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Obviously not. I honestly I probably have done it during work. Maybe when I first started working. Not now. I'm too old now.
You play video games at work?
Let's not get into that. Let's not
Okay. Okay.
you know,
Um,
that way. Nah, I definitely don't now. Like I'm
yeah,
actually like doing work now.
that's good. That's good. It's good to do
um,
work.
it is. No, I don't think I've. Anyway, back to the topic. Yeah. So I guess going by that definition, I'm not inherently being greedy.
Hmm.
So I guess then you can sort of unpack it further and like, do I need everything that I have? Like, is it possible for me to maybe offload it and you know use it for the good of others? Like maybe some stuff, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, like maybe stuff that I'm not using. Like, for example, I have a 3D printer which is literally gathering dust. I can see it over there.
sad.
Like stuff like that, maybe. Like I bought it thinking I would like use it, but I just haven't had time to like commit to it and like learn how to use it properly because
Mm,
life gets in the way.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. And like other stuff that I have, like game equipment stuff, like some of it is like gifts. I think gifts are fine. Like, you know,
Yeah. You're allowed to
gifts are fine.
receive gifts.
Yeah.
It is kosher.
Yes.
Unless I don't know. I don't actually know what they could say. They don't have Christmas, but I'm sure they get gifts on Hanukkah, right? Right? Let's not. Let's just stop.
I don't know, honestly.
You can receive gifts. You're allowed to. It's fine.
Yeah, gifts are fine. Yeah, but yeah, I guess if I'm not like excessive means excessive and like stuff that I don't need. So yeah, maybe if I'm not using something, I could either use it ideally for like godly purposes, like towards the glory of God, or I could like donate it or sell it, get rid of it, that kind of thing. Like I think everyone sort of has different areas, maybe like some people it's clothes, like they just have too many clothes. Like I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Books can happen. Like some people have a lot of books, like they like to read, and they just amass books. Like that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think again in the modern day, it's quite normal for these things to happen. Doesn't mean it's good, but they do happen, and I guess it's up to us to sort of control that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
If it makes you feel any better, it's probably also normal back in the olden days as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
but also bad, still bad.
Yeah. Just like to different degrees, different demographics.
Yes. I feel a bit dumb. I should be able to talk into this more because I'm giving a talk on temperance at the youth group this week.
Mm, mm,
But yeah, I'll pull out some spoilies out of that because this will come out like the day of.
mm-hmm,
When you think about the things you have, Desh,
mm-hmm.
is there anything that like you absolutely cannot do without? Like, say you just had to get rid of everything in your room. Like, is there something that you just could not part with?
Probably things of like sentimental value. Like it's the immediate thing that comes to my mind. Like, um, like sentimental gifts that people are giving me
Okay.
come to mind. Um, Other than that, I don't know. Like I struggle to think of anything I couldn't replace easily, I
Ah,
suppose.
what if you didn't replace it?
I mean, even then, like I don't know. Okay, what's in my room? Like, so yeah, the 3D printer. We talked about that. Like, I could probably get rid of that. Like, I probably could live without that quite easily.
Yep.
Got a computer in here, so I feel like. And again, I get a work computer, so like, I probably could. If I didn't play video games, I could survive without my personal computer, my gaming PC.
Yeah, if you, but you don't have to play video games, right?
Yeah, exactly. Don't need to play video games. Don't need to watch TV. There's TV in here. Don't need to watch TV. Bed. I suppose I need a place to sleep, but like even then, I've slept on the floor before.
Yes.
Like I guess there's very few things I could like not live without. Like yeah, even like my phone. Like I probably could live without it if I had to. It would be very difficult, but like I could. There's definitely
Hmm.
people that live without smartphones nowadays.
Okay. Well,
So yeah,
like,
the only thing I would say is like sentimental gifts, I suppose, and maybe like religious stuff.
that's good. That's good. That sounds like a relatively healthy sort of detachment.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
What about you? Is there anything you
what-
couldn't live without?
in my room.
Yeah.
Um, hmm. Well, not in particular. No.
Hmm.
Maybe my driver's license. I don't know. I kind of. Yeah, kind of. Maybe like my wallet. Only for like info security reasons. Like if that got destroyed, I wouldn't care. So in other words, like yeah, I don't think there's anything I'd really
Mm-mm.
need or like could live without in
Mm-hmm.
here.
Okay, that's good.
But like I'm not in any rush to get rid of any of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty much in the same boat.
Yeah. I should get rid of some of it. My just like general tidying up.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta clean up my Jordan Peterson would be very disappointed in me.
Mm-hmm.
My room is not clean. Yeah. Hmm. Here's a question, Dash. Like I think we've relatively comfortably like ruled out like having nice things in your bedroom doesn't mean you're greedy.
Mhm.
But you and I are getting kinda old,
Mhm.
reaching a point of in our life where we want to buy a house, maybe, hopefully.
Mhm.
And houses are expensive. And so like we want money.
Mhm.
Is that greed? Because we
I
want
don't think
money.
so. Um, I mean, we have to work.
Yes.
Like, if we are lay people, our vocation is pretty much to work and to take care of our families, and ourselves, like ourselves and our families. Um, I don't think there's anything wrong with buying a house. If you look at it from a purely like a monetary point of view, if you're renting, you're paying off someone else's mortgage. Whereas if you're buying a house, then you're paying for yourself to own it. So, I don't think that's greedy. Like to want to own a house. Like I think that's just sort of common sense. Like everyone has the right to own and purchase property. I'm pretty sure the church dictates that. Like that's part of like possessions and like yeah, I think in maybe in relation to like it's covet thy neighbor's goods. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
specifically where the church talks about possessions, and you're allowed to have possessions, and everyone has a right to land and to
Yes.
yeah. So yeah, I don't think that's greedy.
Okay. But like what about the part where it's like I want more money to get a house?
Again, I don't think that's inherently greedy. Like I think it only gets greedy like if you're trying to buy like multiple houses and like create a monopoly or something. Like you're trying to be like a slumlord type situation. Like investing is fine, but if you're like, like I feel it's getting sort of in the realms of like greed if you have like, like there's people with like over 10 properties easily. And like those people if they're renting it out for a reasonable price, then it's okay. But like some people, yeah, they'll own all these properties and the margin is still higher than like what should be expected. Like that's definitely greed.
How so? Like I intuitively get it, but like let's put words to it.
Like what I'm talking about isn't someone that like owns several properties and they're, renting them out to people at a reasonable price. Like I'm talking
Mhm.
about the guy that owns like 10, 15 houses and is charging a rent for those that's like higher than what it should be, like for the area or whatever. Like more so, yeah, more than they should be. Um, and like that's quite easy to spot generally. Like if like one place is like more than the other, like other places in Australia, and it's quite easy, like, and it's quite common. Like I think, like I've heard in like the rental market, it's quite common to like have like really like low maintained like properties. Like the rent is like exorbitantly high, especially in like Sydney, for example. I know this like sort of thing happens a lot. Like that's
Right,
straight up
right.
great if you're like renting out a poorly maintained property to someone at like excessively high costs. That's what I'm talking about.
Right, right. What is it that makes it excessively high? Is it the poor quality of the house?
Well, yeah, both. Like when I talk about excessively high, yeah, like the houses will literally be in a state of disrepair, and these people are like renting it out for like high prices purely for like accommodation purposes. Like it very
Right.
blatantly happens in Sydney. I'm sure. Like I've seen it. Not seen it isn't like I've heard of it. It definitely happens there. It's a
Mhm.
little bit less prevalent in Melbourne, but not far off, honestly. Like you can definitely like find places in disrepair that are in, so and so called good locations that are like ridiculously high rent.
Right. Yep. So it's almost like the emphasis is on making the buck instead of like
Exactly.
providing a good house
Precisely.
at a
Precisely.
fair price. Okay.
Precisely.
Why would someone want to do that?
Greed. Like that's the only thing that comes to my mind. Like greed. Like wanting more than you know. Like if you have 10 to 15 properties, I think it's fairly safe to say you're well off.
Yes.
So like if you're still overcharging like someone for like a property and you're not even maintaining it, like that's quite easily wrong. I would say that like that's great.
Yes. Yeah.
And it happens. I'm not talking about the guy that maybe owns a couple. Like the number doesn't matter. Like, you can own property, like that's fine as long as you're renting it out at reasonable costs.
Yeah, as long as you're doing it
Yeah.
fairly with justice.
But even then, like no one needs 10 to 15 properties. And like the reason I like bringing this number up in particular is because it happens, especially like investors and stuff. They'll buy up all these properties, and suddenly, people are struggling to find places to rent.
Yep.
Yeah, to buy even like it just becomes a bit of a monopoly situation,
Hmm.
and that's absolutely taking away from the needs of others. So again, yeah, tying into greed.
Yes. Yep.
But yeah, I don't think one person wanting to own a house, to answer your original question, is greed. Nor wanting to be financially comfortable is greed.
Okay. Yep. All right. So we got. How long do you want to go for? 30 minutes or 35? You want to push it a bit?
We can push it a bit.
All right.
We need to wrap it up anyway. Like
Yes.
draw it to a close.
Yeah. So I want to do one last thought on this. When you think about like the sins of pride and wrath and anger and greed and lust and all that, like why would anyone want to do this sort of thing? It's because they get some sort of benefit out of it, right?
Yep.
Like pride, they get some sort of feeling of self-worth, self-satisfaction. Sloth, they don't have to exert themselves. Lust is, well, whatever. Feels nice, yeah. Don't know how to say it in a PG-13 way. But then what about greed, right? Like what is the point, so to speak, of getting all of this money?
Talking about
Like why?
money?
Yeah, like money or things. Like what is the point of greed? Like why is greed something that people like why do you think people can be greedy?
It's quite difficult. Like sometimes it can be like a genuine, like a mental, like hoarding, for example. Like like you see people in like house hunters, like they just have like stuff, but you literally can't walk in their house and they have stuff. Like that's a mental illness. Still probably classified as greed, but like if you're mentally ill, you need help primarily.
I mean, we all need help. It's okay.
Yeah, but like I'm talking like specifically about
Yes. Yeah.
but like for the average Joe, being greedy means like it again ties back to having more. First of all, more than what you need, like the necessities. Beyond that, we are allowed to have creature comforts. Like that's fine. We're allowed to make life more comfortable for ourselves. But I think people get entrapped in that. Like they get more and more convinced that they need these conveniences to get by. Like this isn't quite there yet, but take AI for example. Like 3 years ago, the general public had no idea about AI. And nowadays everyone's talking, AI, AI, AI. I did this using AI. I did this using AI.
Yes.
Like that's a prime example. Like mobile phones, another one. Computers, another one. Like it just sort of snowballs, and you get to this point, where you're trying to convince yourself that you need these things. And it's largely the fault of the world, but you can't entirely blame the world either because we as individuals are meant to be fostering these virtues within ourselves. It's up to us as well.
Yeah, we as individuals choose
what exactly
we do and believe.
Yeah, exactly. Not to say that the world's making it any easier for us, but
no,
the world wants money as well, unfortunately.
Yes. But yeah, that idea of need, yeah.
Mm.
Would you say it's almost like a fear-based thing? Like a fear of not having enough?
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Like I'm trying to think of a way to phrase that. Like you can very easily like, especially like I think hobbies is a big one. Like people can like get entrapped in their hobbies and like end up spending too much money on these things. Like
Mood. Mood.
I don't think you do that though. You're not spending more than you should be on your hobbies.
I guess. I spend a lot.
Not really. Like you built a computer, but like other than that,
Yeah, it was pretty expensive. But yeah.
yeah. But like again, like you, I don't know. Like I have a gaming computer. Like I don't think that's you know excessive by any means.
Well, yeah.
It's just a computer. Like a decent computer doesn't like a decent laptop would cost you around maybe like a little bit more than like a gaming rig. Like a good laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I spent a lot of money on it, but I'm still like within my means and I'm still paying my
Yeah.
bills and
Exactly.
things.
Yeah. Exactly. Like yeah, I think with hobbies, especially like younger people can get caught up and like spend entirely too much with their hobbies. Like I'm into like the car scene, and I know like there's people like spending like pouring money like so much money into their cars.
I pour money into my car just to fix it.
These people
Yeah.
are yeah, these people are pouring money into their cars to make them faster, to make them make nice noises. I mean, I do that too. I did that too.
You,
But
you,
like,
you did do that. But again, like you could afford it. And
it's
you
not even
didn't,
about a Ford.
like it didn't get in the way of your other responsibilities.
Yeah,
It
like the
didn't.
amount that I spend is like a drop in the water compared to like what some of these people are like spending. That being said, if I could afford a GTR, I would afford it. I would buy a GTR. I like
Yeah,
no doubt
same,
about it.
same.
I would buy a GTR.
Same.
um, but yeah, I think yeah, yeah, I think it's okay to do these things, but yeah, first and foremost, you owe duty to yourself to like take care of yourself, and then to your family. Um, and you need to be doing your due diligence towards God as well. Like you can't be chasing these things, forgetting about your responsibilities towards God.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure he comes first. First.
Yes, he comes first. Correct.
Yeah. But yeah, that'll probably have to do because we're out of time. So your
Yes.
prayer intentions. But did you get your question answered at least? I know we
I
went
think
in
so.
a
I
couple
think
other
it's
places.
I think it's relatively safe to say that I'm not greedy by definition. So yes.
Yeah, strictly speaking, you're not greedy. There might be places you can like do better with, like be more generous or be more active with what you have.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's not being greedy. That's different
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. Cool.
Mm.
Prayer intentions. Uh, did I start last week? I forget.
I started last week and I did the box standard, so you can have them.
Okay. Um. Oh well. Yeah. We'll pray for an end to the conflicts throughout the world. There's a new one. Israel and Iran. Yay.
Mm.
Yeah. There's that one, and there's still Israel and Palestine. Um. Ukraine and
Yes.
Russia. All the persecutions happening throughout the world.
And this Israel guy's
Syria.
really pissing a lot of people off.
What was that?
This Israel guy's really pissing a lot of people off.
Okay, this.
I don't know
Yeah,
the politics, but like, anyway, yeah, I don't know the politics, but
yeah, kind of just attacking everyone around him. It seems.
yeah.
It's, yeah,
Anyway, yeah, we pray for them.
yeah.
Continue.
Pray for peace. Pray for an end to wars.
Yeah.
Yes, there's that. Topically wise, yeah, I pray that we don't get caught up in greed and that we don't get stuck in that fear of like not having enough. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's it. That's my intent. I pray that we are not afraid of not having enough.
Yep. Cool. Yes. Oh, before I get into my topic, I would also like to pray for um all those affected by the Air India. There was an airline crash
Oh,
last week.
yes,
And
yes.
that was really bad. Like over 200 people lost their lives. To my knowledge, only one guy actually survived.
Hmm.
yeah, so yeah, that's really sad. So we pray for those people and their souls and their families and everyone that knew them. Yeah, that they are all doing okay, and that these people were saved, hopefully saved in like the spiritual sense.
Yeah, may they all
Yeah.
rest in peace.
And
Yeah.
topically, we pray for. I'm gonna pray for people like me that are like sort of unsure at times where we are living. Is it above our means, below our means, below our means,
Above.
above our means, above our means,
Yeah, above. Yeah.
above our means. Yeah. So like we're not we're not chasing comfort over what we need, and we're doing we're giving what is due. So yeah, like I think justice comes into it as well. Like we're giving what is due to who it's due to. So the needy, primarily God. That comes first and foremost. So we're giving God what is due to Him, and then after that, like what is due to ourselves for what we need to do to fulfill our responsibilities to our families. And then beyond that, yeah, the needy and those that need it as well. So yeah, I pray for people like me that we're able to discern those lines, yeah, and make those decisions wisely. And yeah.
Yeah. Amen. Well said. Yeah, and on that note, we'll wrap it up here. Thanks so much for listening, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. If you didn't, leave a comment. We've got a Discord. The link is somewhere. We have an email, chadsbychrist@gmail.com. So you can send us hate mail. Please don't. Please be nice. Yeah, either way, please pray for us, and we'll pray for you. And we hope to catch you in the next one. God bless.
Thanks, guys. God bless. See ya.
Catch you.